We're going to look at the needs for all the teams here in the league. This is our draft roundtable. Of course, it's Commish Ace Coach 704 here with Jeff and Cody.
Yo, yo.
What's up?
So the first one was Jeff, then the second was Cody. All right, so we're gonna start with the Bears, and I'm just gonna kind of go through, and then these guys will kind of chime in afterwards. Just a quick run through their roster. Quarterback's good with Trubisky. Of course, they got Jordan Howard at halfback. Receiver, they re-signed Matthews, and they got Meredith. They might get a speed guy on the slot to kind of help them out, in my opinion. Maybe a tight end. Shaheen is decent, but they could use an upgrade there. A quick look through their offensive line. Like most people in the league, they can use a couple of linemen, but the center and right guard's not bad. D-line, they need some depth badly. Linebackers are actually pretty good, I think. And then their corners, like everybody else, they can upgrade at corner. And then safety, maybe strong safety, they need some help. What do you guys think?
I'll let you go first, Jeff.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. Let's see, the offensive line looks like the tackle positions. I would focus on left tackle there. That let's see, 81 strength. Yeah, I would really want a left tackle. Right tackle, I could work with that, but I would really go left tackle with my first pick probably. But in the slot, I see he does have Kevin White. I mean, I don't know how he uses him in Witten, and he could work with Kevin White there. He could get by. He's got depth at running back with Cohen, Glennon backup quarterback. Let's see. And defensive, or he could go defensive end. Blair, he's got some acceleration, strength. I mean, he's young. I mean, he could go with that. Howard, he's 29, so he's about to be in a wheelchair. So he could upgrade at Howard right there. So right end or left tackle, I'd probably go, and then linebacker's solid. Even though. He's good there. And then corner, I mean, he could use a corner, but I think he can get by with those guys.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Definitely tackles and a strong safety, and everybody needs corners.
Strong safety, yeah, definitely. He's got Eddie Jackson.
So they've got the 11th pick in the first round. What were you going to say, Cody?
I was also going to say I was thinking depth at wide receiver as well.
Most definitely, I agree with that. So they got the 11th pick in the first round, which would be a good place to get any number of those positions in the draft. We're going to jump over to the Bengals now, and the Bengals will have a high pick. They are picking, just want to confirm it real quick. They are picking third. Okay. How the hell they didn't get the first pick is beyond me.
I know. I'm thinking the same thing.
Damn, Tristan.
But you go through their roster, they got Dalton at quarterback, who's decent. I'm not a fan of his, but he's not bad. Between Bernard and Mixon, I think they're good at running back. They're very good at the receiver position, I think, with Green and Ross. And Boyd's not a bad backup for depth there. Eifert's a great tight end. And then looking at their offensive line real quick, they could use some upgrades there for sure at all the positions, in my opinion. Dunlap at D-end's a good player, but they need another one. Atkins is still good at D-tackle, but he's getting older. And then you go through the linebackers. They could use some upgrades at left and middle. Burfict is still a good player. Corner, they're decent, but like most everyone else, they could go for an upgrade. And they need a couple safeties, I think. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I agree. I was going to say with Atkins getting older, and I was thinking of right end as well, because Johnson don't look that great anymore. Got 9 years experience already, so he's getting, like Jeff says, he's gonna be in a wheelchair soon. And then I was also thinking safety as well.
I would double dip in safety for sure. I don't know what rounds, but wherever it fell, I would double dip and get 2 safeties for sure. And then the offensive line, I might would go there first pick, then double dip safeties in later round, a little bit later. But I would definitely try to address that offensive line.
So even at number 3, do you think offensive line's the way to go?
No, I wouldn't say in this draft just because it seems pretty deep.
Yeah, but they won't be there that long. He could probably wait till second round and get a good guy. And third, maybe.
See, my philosophy is if you're picking top 5, you want an impact player. Not that offensive linemen aren't impact, but
right.
You want someone that can really, something rare that you can't get at another point in the draft is what I feel you should do when you're that high. But you will see. Hopefully he's there.
That's true.
All right. Now we got to go to this assholes team. Buffalo Bills.
Oh, man.
All right, so looking through this roster, I'll just be honest with everybody on this. Tyrod Taylor's got 1 year left on his deal. He took us to the playoffs, but I'm not sure about his future. We got LaShawn McCoy. We signed McKinnon in free agency. I don't know what I'm going to do there just yet. I like McCoy, but McKinnon fits what we like to do better. Receiver, you can see we do need some receivers badly. I love Zay Jones. He does a great job, but Perryman let me down on the outside. He's moving to the slot, and then Matthews is more of a depth guy at this point in his career. Really good at tight end. I don't need anyone there. I like those 3 guys. Offensive line, Glenn's a franchise left tackle. Turner is good at guard. Miller is all right at center. And then right guard, Wendell's just a kind of a 1 year thing. And then my right tackle, Mills, I hope I don't have to start him. Defensive line is really good. This is a strength of our team. I like all 4 of those guys up front, and even the depth.
McPhee's your boy.
Yeah, McPhee.
Yeah. He actually played linebacker last year, but he's getting older, so he's gonna move to D line. Linebackers. What's that?
How's Casey doing for you?
He's pretty good. I mean, he does what he needs to, and we really kind of play it to shut down the run inside. And between him and Darius, nobody really runs inside on us. We need help at linebacker because people like to run outside because of that. And Ragland is good. He had a really good year, but our other 2 positions we need some help at. And then corner Trey White is awesome. He had a huge year. I think he had like 8 picks, and that's why he got Rookie of the Year in the Pro Bowl. And he developed obviously really well with that. And then on the other side, I got old man Revis, for now, and then Hyde. I don't know which one will start on the outside opposite him, but I could be fine with either one of those. And then Seymour's a long-term development guy. I like his physical ability. And then safety, Parker will hang on for 1 more year, then he'll be cut. And then strong Rudy Ford, your boy Jeff. He's gonna be there long term.
I love me some Rudy Ford. He played running back in high school.
Oh yeah.
And they switched him to safety. Yeah, they moved him to free safety and like a hybrid role, and then free safety. And then I heard the Cards moved in the corner.
Oh wow, okay.
But he's back to where he needs to be, safety.
Yeah, he does a huge job. Late in the year, I started safety blitzing him, and he got in there like really fast. So that's gonna be a new element for our defense. But what do you guys think?
I was going to let you take it, but I just figured Tyrod Taylor's got to go.
That's how I felt after the playoff game when he kept missing open guys. I'm like, come on, man. Jeez.
Yeah, and I can see Levy. He's already in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
But, maybe he can get you by a year.
Nah, I hope not.
Yeah, please no. But your line's stout. I like it. It stops the run. I like your offensive line, but Mills, of course.
Oh yeah.
And I see where you patched up Wendell there. That'll be a good 1 year patch.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I see about the same thing.
So in the draft, I'm picking, I think it's 21st. I need to look. Yeah, 21st. That's a Saints pick from the trade I made with Shaq Lawson. I don't know where I'm going. I just have to see where the board falls. When you pick that low, you can't really zero in on a position.
He might have to go best player available, right? Almost.
Yeah, because we could use help about anywhere except D-line. So.
Yeah. And speaking of Perryman, was he a good addition, or did he drop passes? Or
there were times where he came up big, but then he would drop. Yeah, he would drop passes, and he had the drop pass trait for a while. I got rid of it, and it helped a little bit, but just in terms of his route running and getting separation, even though with his speed. His route running's still at like 75, so we can't wait for him to develop continually because there's other things he needs to. So we're just going to take him as he is, move him to the slot, and then either Matthews will play outside or we'll draft somebody. Because in free agency, there's not really anyone I'd like to start out there. Excuse me. Well, thanks for the feedback, guys. That helps. I still don't know what I'm doing, but it helps.
Yeah.
All right. So,
you didn't speak about your kicker.
Oh, yeah. This is going to be long as it is. We start analyzing kickers, we got problems.
We'll leave Steven alone, man.
Well, he's got, he won kicker of the year, so he's up to 98 kick power. So I'm happy with him, even though he's old. He does what he needs to do. And then Gonzalez
right now, he'd be cussing.
Oh, let him call. Hell.
I got the Pro Bowl and you didn't mention me.
He'll be all right. He's a kicker. No one cares about kickers. Yeah. Anyways, all right. So on to the Broncos, and you start looking at the Broncos. They need a quarterback. He was very unhappy with his quarterback play, to say the least.
What's his name? Seaman?
Yeah, Simeon and Lynch and
Simeon.
Kelly are the 70s club. They are all in the 70s, and I don't know if they're going to get any better. C.J. Anderson's a good running back. And then they've got good receivers, but they're starting to get old, in Sanders and Thomas. Yeah. But Henderson's a really good player. He played well against me when I played him. Yeah. Tight end, I know he likes Jake Butt. He's a pretty good player that can keep developing. And then their offensive line, and you scroll through them, and they're not bad once you get through them. Pretty good players.
Strength.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then
that Barbie guy or whatever he is, real good. But
and then their D-line is pretty good. Of course, he's got Miller at linebacker, but he does rush a good bit. I think he's playing more of like a 3-4. And then between him and Barrett, and then Marshall at the middle, and then Shane Ray on the outside is some good depth. I think he plays Barrett on the other side, even though he's listed as left. And then, good Lord, their corners are ridiculous. This is one of the few teams that doesn't need a corner. And in safety, they're decent, I think. They're okay there. What do you guys think?
Yeah, he's going to have to go safety soon. Just because they're starting to get a little older.
Safety soon.
Let's see. Probably going to have to go right guard soon, too.
Oh, okay.
And I think left end, the Wolf. I mean, he's borderline wheelchair stage.
In this wheelchair. They're picking 17th, so In this draft, there's, I think, 4 or 5 draftable quarterbacks. I think one could be there at 17. I think they pulled the trigger on a quarterback.
Yeah.
Yeah, they need to.
Well, it's funny, too. Last Madden, everybody loved Lynch.
Right. For some reason, he is not playing up to his standards. Is he slow development? I need to take a look.
Yep.
Yeah, he's slow development. Well, no wonder. I mean, who's a fan of that?
Yeah.
Not me.
Work on that.
Maybe he can get something for him in a trade or something.
I agree with you there. I think quarterback, that's an impact position. If he can get a hold of a good quarterback right there, that'd be the best thing. But if the quarterbacks, there's 3 pretty good ones, but if you get past that, some of the other positions, safety and end and whatever, Cody, what was you talking about? Cody?
Right guard.
Right guard.
I mean, Leary's good, but the
That's
way
kind of
Madden
early.
is. Just the fact that he's getting older.
So if he doesn't take a quarterback, I don't know. I don't know what he's doing. It's my opinion, but
it's up in the air.
Yeah. All right, let's jump to the Doo-Doo Browns, and they have they have a couple picks. They have the 9th pick in the first round from Houston, and then they have their own pick, number 28, as if they need more help. So.
Right.
No.
You look at quarterback, and, he's fine with Kaiser and Kessler. Kessler led them after Kaiser got hurt in the regular season. I'm switching the wrong thing here. Running back, it doesn't matter. Johnson's a good player, but he takes about anybody and makes him a good running back. Receiver, Coleman won Receiver of the Year, so he's developing really well. Those other guys, I guess Britt's all right, and then Josh Gordon is still there, but you might want to draft somebody because Britt's getting up there. Njoku at tight end, of course, is a baller, and then their offensive line's very good. That's the underrated thing about the Browns, and I don't understand because this offensive line doesn't look like this in real life, so I don't know where these ratings are coming from.
They're dominant on here.
Yes, they are. Myles Garrett, my lord, is a 95 now. Ogba on the other side has always been a pain in my ass. D tackle, he's been trying to trade Danny Shelton, but no one has jumped on that 51 speed yet. The linebacker, he's got some speed with Barron, and then Kirksey, who he uses a good bit, and then Collins, a good linebacking core. Corners are not bad, but like anyone else, he could use another one. And then safeties with Jabril Peppers is going to develop well. And then he traded for T.J. McDonald from the Dolphins, who uses him some. He's got really good hit power. So what do you guys think about the Browns?
I like their team. I mean, it's kind of hard not to single somebody out. The only thing is maybe left outside linebacker is the only thing I would change.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say maybe corner. Courtney's getting up there, and Wilson. Let's see, he's got Russell. He's got a few young guys right there, but I would think about a corner somewhere.
Mm-hmm. I'm with you on that. So there's not much to say about them. I mean, they're a pretty good team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm not looking forward to facing them in the years to come.
No.
And I'm sure Cody isn't either.
No.
All right, Blake's Buccaneers. This ought to be fun. In their draft pick, they are picking 18th in the first round. Of course, they got famous Jameis at quarterback, and they're good there. Doug Martin is at running back. Even though he's older, Blake likes to hold on to him as long as possible. Receiver, of course, Mike Evans is good. Jackson is still good, even at the ripe old age of 31. Godwin looks like a young slot guy that could develop, but of course, I think they need some help behind him. O.J. Howard at tight end is good, but they need some more. He let Brake go to free agency, which I think someone signed him the other day. I'm not sure who it was. Offensive line, they got a good center, and that's about it. And that offensive line's important for the way Blake likes to play. Defensively, DN could use an upgrade. They got pretty good D tackles, although they're getting older. Linebackers, Quan Alexander and Levante David are good. They could use some help on the left outside backer. Hargrave's a good young corner, but those other guys could use an upgrade. And it's got a good safety, young safety at Evans at the free, but at strong, I think they could use an upgrade. What do you guys think?
I'm thinking corner with Grimes.
Mm-hmm.
It's about, time for him to sit the pine. I like Hargraves, of course, but he needs somebody, a 1-2 punch there to go with him. And Josh Robinson, the way he runs a lot of 4-3 and stuff, so he could probably work with that. He might need a left outside linebacker also, because Barwin's not too quick. Besides that, everything's solid. It's got some age here and there, but he can just draft later on some things.
Yeah, he definitely needs to solidify that O-line.
The O-line, yeah, except for a center.
Yeah, for sure. The way he likes to run the ball. Does he still play the same way?
Pretty much. Yeah, he's that's why I'm wondering about a tight end too, because for him he seems like he needs that second tight end.
Mm-hmm.
And that might be his plan all along, letting him go and to draft a tight end.
Well, I did some looking. I know he likes blocking tight ends, but there's one draftable tight end, and in my opinion, at least early on. So if someone takes him, then you got to move on to the next plan.
Yep.
All right, so let's jump to the Cardinals, and they're picking 19th in the first round, and then they don't have another pick till the 5th round, so they got to make the most of this one pick they got. Quarterback, my goodness, they might take a quarterback. Carson Palmer, 38, and they got Brissett behind him. But you look at Brissett, I don't know. I think he might be more of a backup for his career. David Johnson, of course, is a really good running back. Receiver, old man Larry's still getting it done somehow. I know John Brown had some big games for him. He's been trying to trade Lee and Sanu, so he may be focusing on taking a receiver in the draft to replace Fitzgerald. They need a tight end. Gresham is okay, but he's on the other side of 30. And you look at that offensive line, I think they could use an upgrade there like most teams. The right side's a little better. And then you look at their DNs. Nkemdiche's a good player. They need an upgrade at right end and D tackle. My goodness. He signed Bradham in free agency, gave him a lot of money, so he likes him a lot. Fast linebackers. I think Jones could move the DN. If he's playing 4-3, I would move him. And then those corners, Peterson, of course, is still good. Mitchell is all right. And then Matthew at free, the Honey Badger, of course, is good, and they could use an upgrade at strong. What do you guys think?
I agree with you completely. Strong safety, quarterback. He could go any of those positions, that quarterback, but wide receiver, would be my first guess, just because of what we've seen with them trying to trade Lee and Sanu and Fitzgerald being his age. I imagine wide receiver, that would be my pick. But he could use help on the other ones in later picks, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. With those other positions and strong safety.
Yeah, he was definitely trying to get more picks from me. He was trying to trade his first for
breaking news.
2nd and 3rd, yeah, I think is what it was he was wanting. So he was definitely trying to get a couple more trade picks in there. My guess is he's trying to definitely go. Yeah, he's definitely trying to go receiver, I think.
Yeah, he offered me Sanu for a 3rd, and I said, well, I would have to want Sanu to make that happen.
He offered the same to me, Sanu for a 3rd.
So there's some tidbits right there.
So yeah, so that receiver will be our bet.
Yeah, I don't want Sanu. I have no interest in him. All
I
right.
almost think he rolls with Brissett though.
Really?
Yeah, I kind of think
He
he
gets
will.
receiver and rolls with Brisket.
Yeah.
Well, all right. You might be right.
Yeah, maybe for 1 year. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm still traumatized by Taylor. I'm sorry. I'm scared to have a bad quarterback. Okay. Let's take a look at Deontay's Chargers, who everybody loves. The Chargers have the 30th pick in the first round after losing in the AFC Championship game. So a quarterback, he's already said he's going to use Cardale Jones after Rivers retires, so he's not looking quarterback, I don't believe. Of course, at running back, it doesn't matter who he gets, but he's got Melvin Gordon there for a while. A receiver, if his guy stayed healthy, he'd be happy. I know that. Seemed like they had the injury bug. But Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, they're gonna be tough for the next few years, I believe. And then I know he likes Tyrell Williams also. Tight end Hunter Henry will be the primary guy after Gates has retired. You look at their offensive line; they really focused on building them up. They went after some guys in free agency to rebuild it, and they look pretty good now. Vollmer is a little older at right tackle, but I'm sure he'll draft a guy to replace him. And you look at the D-line, Bosa and Ingram are tears coming off the end. And then the D tackles eat up space and kind of keep the guys off for their linebackers. Linebackers could use an upgrade, but he uses these guys really well. So as long as they can run, I think he's fine. Corners with Verrett and Hayward. Oh, good Lord, Hayward's got to be overrated. Is he really that good? You look at the safeties. He uses King at free safety a good bit, and then the Strong could use an upgrade. So what do you guys think?
Well,
It's a crapshoot. The only thing I'm seeing.
Yeah, I mean, he might want to upgrade. I mean, he might want to upgrade left outside linebacker. I mean, I don't know.
You could just give Deontay a high school team and he's still going to work it.
Yeah, it don't matter.
Well, I can say this. This was not the Chargers team I had last year. I tell you that much.
That's the truth. I mean, I'm just looking over him right now, and left outside linebacker, he's a little bit slow, but the way he uses, I mean, and he's 6'3". I mean, that probably won't matter.
Right.
Yeah, I don't see too much he couldn't work with. He could use another corner, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, another corner.
I mean,
with
even
288 guys, we can't give him another corner. No, that's not allowed.
He needs to get a kicker.
So his biggest needs kicker.
Yeah, he needs to get a kicker. That's our advice. Get a kicker, please.
Yeah, take a kicker at number 30. I think everyone will be happy.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd do the trick.
All right, let's go to the tanking ass Chiefs. And they have 3 first-round picks. Number 1 from the Jets in a trade that gave up Eric Berry, Ladarius Green, and one other player. They have their own number 7 they got back from me in a trade that I received Travis Kelce and Ragland back. And then he's got number 32 from the world champs, the Seahawks. All right. They've got Mahomes. That's their quarterback, of course. West and Hunt in the backfield. I know he used Hunt a good bit. Or what? I think it was Hunt he was using. I can't remember. West might have been hurt. A receiver.
He's trying to get rid of West.
Oh, really?
He's trying to trade him.
Okay. Got you. Receiver, of course, Tyreek Hill broke the rule on me. Was suspended for a week, but of course he's a cheat code. And then Conley on the other side's pretty good. Tight end, he's been trying to pick up cheap tight ends. Jeter was one on my practice squad that he took. And then you look at the offensive line. He likes Tunsil a lot. And then those other guys are decent, but you can use some depth and upgrades there. And then D-line
You'll
to
take any Ole Miss guy. Just send an Ole Miss guy his way.
Good Lord. And then the 2 defensive ends are pretty good. I tried to get Chris Jones in that trade we made, and he said he didn't want to trade him. D-tackle could use an upgrade. Linebacker, he's got some speed, but everyone's a middle linebacker. He has no outside backers.
Yeah, I just saw that. Blank.
And then Peters at corner, of course, is a star player. He needs some help at safety, both and free and strong. What do you guys think?
Well, I'm going to take a wild hunch, and he's probably going to go corner.
Yeah, bastard.
But he don't need to. He needs to go punter. but because he has no punter.
Well, he has no punter and no linebackers, so unless he's got some free agency bids in, he's gonna have to take some of those guys in the draft, probably in the middle rounds. He does have a lot of picks.
Yeah, he could probably fill it with the first round.
Yeah. But, the rumor is he's going to take the really talented corner number 1. At number 7 and number 32, he can go any number of places. I think a linebacker obviously is on that list. And then probably some D-line help. I think he needed some help inside there, too.
I wouldn't be surprised if he went just did something totally different and went that wide receiver. It looks pretty talented.
What pick?
What do you think, Cody?
I wouldn't doubt it. You know how he is with receivers. He wants another Blackshear.
Well, you look at the draft, there's not really a Blackshear type in the draft, to be honest with you.
There's Evans, a faster Evans, maybe. At Green.
Yeah, we can get into those picks a little later if you want. I like to only discuss the first rounders. I don't want to give away the late round secrets. So somebody like the Browns will come up and take a damn 6th round guy. Well, anyways, I digress.
Yeah.
Let's stay focused.
Exactly. We're gonna hurt ourselves.
All right. So here's the Colts, and the Colts have the 10th pick in the first round. Andrew Luck is still there, of course. He was hurt for most of the season, and he considered trading Luck, but I told him he needs to keep him, and I think he is. There's no need to trade that guy with the talent he has. Running back, he played Mostert against me, and he's got some good physical talent. 93 speed, 94 acceleration. So I don't know if he'll stick with him or maybe draft a guy. That's a good place to go. Receiver, T.Y. Hilton's still there, and Moncrief is not bad. Behind him, well, there's still Dorsett there too, so he's got 3 pretty good ones. He signed Jimmy Graham in free agency, which was a good signing. That's going to help him a good bit for a couple years. And then you look at the offensive line, that left side's, oh my goodness, the first 3 guys are really good. The other 2 are decent, so you can get by with that. But the Colts, as everybody knows, defense is where they need help. So you kind of scroll through and you look at every defensive position and you can make a case that they need to draft it. Their corners are actually not bad. Wilson is young and he's going to develop into a pretty good player. And Hooker at safety will be good also. But I think defense is where they need to focus. What do you guys think?
I agree with you 100%. They need to focus on defense, and it could be any of those positions, except for free safety. And he could get by with them corners too, I guess. But yeah, defense.
Yeah, definitely defense. Me and Kyle were actually talking about him one day after Kyle had played him. We decided he's going to be a problem. He's going to be a tough player. He's already tough as is, but he gets that defense right, he's going to be tough.
Oh, okay. I remember playing him. We beat him pretty well, but he didn't have luck. And, it was kind of tough when you didn't have luck. And I can't remember who he was playing at quarterback, but that makes a big difference.
Yeah, I think he was using Morris. Yeah, he was using Morris against me, and he still was lighting the field up with him.
Upgrade their defense, Cody.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have great defense.
Oh man, I'm just messing with you.
Uh-huh.
Oh, Cody.
All right, so now we're
next season.
now we're gonna go to everybody's favorite, a Gape, and the Cowboys. And the Cowboys are picking 12th in the first round, but he's not gonna make the draft as usual. So, so let's see what the computer may pick for him. Of course, Dak Prescott, he's good at quarterback. Of course, Elliott at running back, he's good. When you look at receiver, he put Dez Bryant on the block for a little while earlier before, so he may go receiver, or the computer may go receiver for him. I know he was looking for a receiver in trades. He signed Burton at tight end, really good speed guy. Gave him a lot of money to take over for Witten, who's getting old, of course. Offensive line we don't even need to look at. Signed Alden Smith, gave him some money. Troughton on the other side's young, developing. Need some D tackles. Linebacker is he could use some help there. Could use some help at corner like everybody else. Jones is a good free safety. I like him. And then Lewis was the guy that he didn't want to trade when we were talking trades last year. So I think he's got plans on keeping him at strong. What do you guys think?
Let's see, if the computer, I mean, if he's got if he queued his guys, he'll probably he might go wide receiver.
I think that's where, if he does set his draft board, I think that's where he'll go. He likes tall receivers. Yeah.
He'll get offensive tackle. Guarantee it. CPU will do it.
Yeah, they have a way of taking the thing you don't need.
Yeah. Because that'll be the highest thing on the board probably left. But I think receiver if he says Q.
Yeah, receiver's all I can really see.
He
needs a new halfback.
And he likes corners, so.
I think that D line, that D tackle position could use some addressing too.
Yeah. Are they young? Let's see, I was looking at something. They're young, that's about it.
Yeah, but that's not the kind of young, at least for me, I don't like to build with. I mean, this guy's only 84 strength, and maybe he uses them differently. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, so let's.
He needs to come get Wesley Woodyard from me.
Get that young guy in there.
All right, so let's take a look at Frank's Dolphins, and they have the 13th pick they picked up today in a trade for Devontae Parker, and they have their own pick at number 24. You look at them, quarterback Tannehill, he's 30, he's decent. He likes to take young guys and develop them, so he may take a younger guy a little later in the draft. Ajayi at halfback, he's in the final year of his deal, so he may take a halfback also. Receiver, he's locked in on Landry. He uses Stills. He wasn't even really using Parker. Landry, Stills, and Grant were his top three receivers, so I don't see him going receiver early at least. He does want a tight end, so it wouldn't surprise me he takes a tight end at 13, the one guy that I think is draftable. He paid Penn a lot of money, which was funny because he said he was driving up the price and he wanted to back out at the last minute. And then I backed out so he could have him at $15 million. The rest of his offensive line is not bad. He does need some D linemen badly. He may draft there. His linebackers, they're all pretty fast, the ones that start. So that's the one thing he looks for there. His corners are not bad. He plays a lot of cover one, so any corner that he takes will have man coverage ability. Uses the free safety Aikens a good bit, who, by the way, I coached him in high school. Awesome kid. And Jones at strong safety, I know he was disappointed. He regressed. He's starting to get old at 30. So what do you guys think?
I'm thinking defensive ends for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how he's going to do as quarterback, but he definitely could use another quarterback.
I agree with you there. He needs a quarterback, to develop. And knowing him, that sounds like something he would do. Tight end, over Julius Thomas. He's not getting any younger either. Wheelchair. Let's see. I think he can work with anything else. A strong safety, later in the draft, mid-round pick or so. I see him getting a strong safety. Let's see what kind of kicker he's got. Never mind.
Personally, I hope all of his draft picks are slow and they bust. That's just a sentiment that Al Bundy just shouted out to me. He just told me that, so I had to relay that. I had to pass it on. But we love you, Frank. We all love you.
Yeah, we do, man.
All right, so let's look at the Eagles, who need to come around more. The Eagles have the 8th pick in the first round. And let's take a look. Quarterback Carson Wentz, of course. He said he was going to try. I did talk to him on Saturday.
Okay.
Schoolwork is what he said, but
okay.
But you know how I feel about that. Anyway, Carson Wentz is the quarterback. He's not bad. A couple young running backs. Pumphrey looks like he may be something to work with. Receivers, he definitely needs a receiver with this group. Ertz at tight end is okay. He's not bad. Good Lord, left tackle definitely in need. Offensive line in general is a need.
I don't even know how to pronounce the left tackle's name.
I would move Lane Johnson over to the left side, but I don't know. Who knows? D-ends are actually not bad. I like the D tackles too. D-line's actually not too bad. Need some linebackers. Corners are not bad. 2 good young ones in Darby and Jones. Need some depth behind them, and then some safety help also. All right, what do you guys think?
Well, wide receiver.
Yeah.
I'll say wide receiver for sure. And then left tackle somewhere, or right tackle wherever he puts Lane.
Right.
For sure there. Even his guards and center. I would try to get something there. But the front 7 looks pretty good, and the 2 corners in the back, great. He could draft a corner later on in the draft too. After Darby and Jones, they're going to be there a while.
Yeah.
And then safeties, I would try to double dip there too if I could.
Yeah, definitely needs to go receiver.
Well, he's got
83 speed. on strong safety, 83 speed, and then 85 speed, free safety. Yeah, I would work on that somewhere in the draft for sure.
Well, he's got 4 4th-round picks and 3 5th-round picks, so he's got the depth there. Hopefully you can hit on something and take advantage of it. All right. We got the Falcons.
Okay, I don't know what this guy's going to want.
Jeff, I'll let you do your own analysis. Go with it, man.
Well, I got Matt Ryan. He's on the last year of his deal. I might ride him out. I kind of threw him out there just to see if there's anybody that, is worth, but I'll probably ride his contract out one more year and draft a guy. I was thinking about if I could trade him, this would be the year because we got the 300 XP, to get a rookie in there. So it's been weighing on my mind. Okay, then Freeman, he's here to stay. I'm gonna try to run him more. out if I can get me right guard. And then Jones, he's getting wheelchair availability too. So, but I still love him. He hasn't got real slow yet, so I can still use him, but I can still trade him. Gabriel, he's good, and Nelson, I can still use another guy there somewhere, but probably not in the first few rounds. Tight end Hooper, he's okay. I would like to have another guy, but my picks at 5 and like 20 something. The Giants pick, so it's like 26, I think, or something. So I don't know if the tight end is going to last that long to 26, and I can't get a tight end at 5 unless everyone else is off the board. Offensive line, I need a right guard badly. Everywhere else, I'm okay. Defensive ends, I'm fine. McKinley and Beasley, they're great. Young, they should last a while. Sue, he's fine still. Jarrett, I got Poe, so I got 3, so I can play a 5-2 a lot. I like that with a little versatility. Linebackers, Deion Jones, he's good. Kendricks, Duke Riley, I've been starting Duke Riley and Kendricks on the other side. And D Ford, he's been kind of my backup defensive ends and linebacker. Been using him a lot since I got him in trade. Of course, that's an Auburn guy, so. But he's available in trade. But and then at corner, Robert Alford, I could get rid of him because he's getting wheelchair availability too. He's 29. Rose and Trufant, they're not far behind him. They'll be old soon. But I think I can get by right now. And then safeties, they're young. Baker and Neal. So I'm good there. So really what I'm looking at is quarterback, wide receiver, right guard, tight end. Need some offense. I think my offense was rated like 26. My defense was like 8.
And that's unusual for you.
Yeah, that is. This year, I don't know. For some reason, every pick I throw is a pick 6. I don't know what it is.
Some brutal honesty there.
Yeah, I used to throw a deep ball and it'd be like a punt. But now, nope. Now, so going back for a touchdown. So I have to rethink my strategy there. But hopefully we get it going. Things are settling down now. And get this offense on track.
Yeah, you've been in and out, man, doing some traveling and stuff, and a lot of times this is about being in rhythm, and if you can't stay in it consistently, then sometimes you're playing well, and then sometimes you're like, damn, what is going on?
Yeah, what happened? And like Lee brought up, and I asked him one time, I was like, do you see anything I'm doing wrong? Because he watches some of my streams. He's like, your timing's off. The timing you had last year and the year before, it's just not the same. So,
yeah, it makes a difference.
And then sometimes they're out there playing volleyball when I throw it to a receiver, so that don't help any.
Cody, what do you think?
I think Jeff's a bum.
All right, now. Love you too, man.
But yeah,
go ahead. He's gonna roll with whatever he's got and do good with it. He's just got to get in the flow of the game. So, and he's gonna make his trade, so he's gonna get what he wants in the end, anyways.
Yeah, a little education for you guys. Please start being smarter when you trade with Jeff, because it frustrates me. I'm like, come on.
Jeez, it's not as bad for me this year because we're in the same division, but last year it was kind of irritating.
Yeah. This year I'm not bothering him whatsoever.
All right, so let's look at
lately.
Yeah, there hadn't been as much trading overall. I think it's going to pick up as the draft gets here tomorrow. I think a lot of people will be looking for picks and offering some different things as the draft builds a lot of excitement. Let's look at the 49ers. Levi had a nice run in the NFC playoffs. They got the 25th pick in the first round. His quarterback, C.J. Beathard, had a good year. I think he's going to stick with him even though he got hurt. Carlos Hyde, he re-signed real cheap in free agency. I think he let him go, then he re-signed him once he saw what was out there. Receivers, Malone was a really good receiver. I think he made the Pro Bowl for him in year one. And then besides that, Goodwin has really good speed. I think he could use someone else there too. He signed. This is where Cameron Brate signed. Okay. So he's got two pretty good tight ends here with Brate and Kittle. So you can get by at receiver when you got two good tight ends. Offensive line, Joe Staley retired. He was in the running for Penn, but the Dolphins outspent him. Offensive line definitely needs some help here, and he's drafted offensive line a good bit in the past in the draft. I think he'll do that again. Solomon Thomas is a beast at DN. He could use some other guys to help out there, though. Bowman at linebacker, as Jeff says, near the wheelchair.
And Elvis.
Reuben Foster's going to be really good. Corners are young. They can develop, but he could use some help like everybody else. Ward at free safety is all right. And Reed at strong safety could be upgraded. What are your guys' thoughts?
How long is his quarterback out?
I don't know. I see he's still hurt now. It's like, damn.
I think he might go quarterback, but I don't think he's going to go super early with him. He's definitely going to draft some O-line, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I see him go O-line, too.
Yeah, I think this one's pretty simple. I think you got to take O-line at several picks here. I think most of his team otherwise is pretty good, but you got to double or maybe even triple dip on the OL to help these guys out. Before we go to the next team, Tristan has said something in the chat. He says, "There's not a black shear in here. I have that in Hill."
Yeah.
So he doesn't plan on taking another receiver to emulate Blackshear. So I'm sure that
he might be doing reverse psychology on us here.
I don't think so. If Hill wasn't as good as he is, yeah, but he just said this year will be heavy defense for me. All right, we'll see. He could just be throwing it out there. What does Trump call it? Fake news? Maybe that's fake news.
Fake news.
All right, let's look at the Giants. The Giants don't have a pick until the 5th round. They typically do miss the draft because of work. So he trades his picks early on for different things. Quarterback, he's made the switch to Davis Webb, so that's his franchise quarterback for now. Running back, I saw him using Jeremy Hill. He got in a trade from the Bengals. So I guess he likes him as the power guy. Of course, Odell Beckham is a beast. He was trying to bid on Anunwa, but I think the Patriots outbid him, so he may go receiver in the well, never mind. He's in the draft. He's not till the 5th, so he may make some late bids, but there's no one really in free agency that'll help him there. Maybe the CPU will take somebody and he'll be a star or something. Tight end, oh my goodness, Evan Ingram, 90 speed tight end. My lord, that's nice. Offensive line, interior, left guard and center are good. They need some help at the other 3 positions. DNs are not bad, but they're starting to get a little older. Snacks Harrison in the middle is good, but you need some help with him. Linebackers need some help. I know he bid on a couple in free agency. His corners are really good. Cromartie is still not bad at 32. Jenkins is starting to get up there, but for a couple years, he's good at corner. And then safety, God, Landon Collins, my lord, he always makes him good. What do you guys think?
Well, there's not much he can do at the 5th round, but just pray. But yeah, he needs a little help at linebacker. It looks like, well, he needs help. He's got 3 linebackers, and
yeah, I know he's got a bid on a couple in free agency.
That's right. I understand. So he might get them, and then like you said, defensive end, Perry Paul, some of them getting up there, and he needs Fluker. He's got the strength, but he's not a cornerstone.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, I don't know. He could go try to get a receiver. He want an undrafted fast receivers or something.
Oh yeah.
It sounds like something, If he's there, to pick him.
Yeah, Jeff pretty much said it. I would go outside linebacker or right tackle. Fluker's just, I had him last year and he was all right, but he ain't great.
Well, there you go. All right, let's jump to Kyle's Jaguars. Kyle couldn't be here because he had to work or something, or had to get ready for work or something like that.
Yeah, he goes in super early.
Oh, okay. All right, so he has. Oh yeah, he traded his picks. He's only got a 3rd rounder from Dallas in this draft, and he traded him because he wouldn't make it. So that was the smart thing to do. He traded for Bridgewater, who has done him pretty well, from all accounts that I'm aware of. And then Fournette, of course, at running back. I traded him Keith Marshall. I know he's got him 2nd on the depth chart. Georgia boy. I know he likes his Bulldogs.
Oh yeah.
And receiver, Robinson, Hearns, and Westbrook are the top 3. Westbrook really hurt me in our playoff game. He made some ridiculous catches. I still think they were BS. But anyways, I'm not upset. Not
at all.
At tight end, he's got, I think it's the Kajust guy was his starter, but I think he signed Rivera in free agency. Offensive line is really good when I was looking at him before. Those two, well, he moved a couple guys around. I think Jones was a center, then he moved him to guard or something. I think I don't remember now.
Right tackle maybe.
Yeah.
He's an Ole Miss guy, so maybe he could trade him to Tristan.
He needs some help at D-line. Campbell's still good, but he's getting older. Those linebackers are really fast. That was the big thing I had trouble with. I tried to run 2 tight end offense with my receiving situation, and we couldn't get separation on those guys in man coverage. And then his corners, they're tough. The top 3 are really good. And then Jones, that bastard, at safety, and 67 man coverage, and cover 1 stole a out route. That's why I lost the game, but I'm not mad. And strong safety, he could use some help there. What do you guys think?
I see the same thing. I see strong safety.
I see kicker.
Yeah.
3rd round kicker.
or punter.
I did not scout those guys, so I don't know if there's one worthy of that selection.
Well, he got just a 3rd round pick, so he'll probably cue some guys, or he might be up. You never know. I mean, I don't know what his schedule is tomorrow.
Strong safety is the only big issue I see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I see him going strong safety too, because Church, yeah. He's on the other side of 30.
Yeah.
And Bryce.
He's down to 83 speed.
Yeah. I think we'll cut it. I don't know if he's starting Bryce over Church anyway, yeah.
I don't know. That's a good question.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's look at the Jets, who have been MIA. He says he's getting married. This has got to be the most detailed wedding ever, because he's missed a lot of games.
Paying for it.
Oh, I know, right? His first and second round picks are gone from the previous user that made trades to upgrade the roster. So his first pick's in the third round. But he does have Matthew Stafford on the really cheap contract that I kept in the game, just kind of as an incentive for the Jets. That was a glitch EA had, and I just left it alone. He needs running back. Forte and Powell are both kind of older, not really impact guys. Robbie Anderson, he does like him. He chose him for his upgrade, so he's at quick development. Tight end, good lord, he's got a 44 tight end on the roster? Good God, man.
Wow. Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Who's that guy, Thomas Hennessy?
He must be like a related owner of the Hennessy Corporation, and as payback, he's on the roster.
He's got to be.
That's a good storyline right there. Oh man.
He also holds the punts and holds kicks.
Offensive line needs help. D-line, they got a couple good players that need some more. There are 3 linebackers on the roster. They're all right outside linebackers, and they're not good. Corner needs help. Safety's good with Barry. Strong safety's good with Jamal Adams. So the Jets have some pieces, but they obviously need a lot more. What do you guys think?
I see them okay at safety for now, especially strong safety. Those should be good for a long, long time.
Yeah.
Barry, he's got a year or so before, walking cane. And then corners, you can't go with 2 corners in this game, so you don't have to have 1 corner. Especially when you're this Morris Claiborne, you're top guy.
Man, this is not good, and this is why I talk about being active in the off season. And he told me he was going to get on the other day. Obviously, he didn't get on. I hope we're not looking for another Jets user. Hopefully, he'll come back around. Cody, you got any thoughts?
O-line for sure.
Yeah.
O-line's really all I see right now. He only have a middle linebacker, or does he?
No.
Well,
clearly he needs a middle linebacker too.
And kick out the corners too.
So when he hits the preseason, we're going to have to remember that computer's going to fill his roster. So
yeah,
we'll keep that in mind. But hopefully he'll be back around. But he told me he was going to be gone for like 5 days. So
we need a kicker and a punter.
CPU, do your work. All right. Lions, Kendall had a really nice season. Took a couple of guys and did well with them. He's got the 27th pick in the first round. And Brad Kayak, quarterback, really developed well thanks to winning those awards. I think he won like 3 awards. And in the Rookie of the Year and the QB of the Year each give 32K XP. And those plus the +3 boost really helped him out a lot. And running back, he signed Kroll in free agency. I think Abdullah's on the last year of his deal. Riddick, I don't think he uses him, but he's rated really high. It might be a trade piece. Receiver, Galladay, Cannon, and Funchess are the 3 he uses. All 3 of them developed well. He's been trying to trade Tate and Jones, but the money for those guys is a little high at their age, so no one's taking them. Ebron's a good tight end. Could use another one. Offensive line, the 2 tackles are not bad. That line overall is not bad compared to most. D ends are decent. Could use a little help. Need some help at D tackle. Linebackers, Davis is really good in the middle. Could use a little help on the outside. Corners are not bad at all. Slay, Lawson, and Tabor is a pretty good threesome there. Agnew, he uses him at free safety. Very good physical player. And then strong safety could use some help there. What do you guys think?
I'm thinking the outside linebacker spots. I think he's set middle linebacker, and I can see him with the left and the right outside linebacker. I could see him upgrading both those positions. I just can picture it now. I think he's pretty much set. He knows, the offense. I think he's pretty set there. I mean, he could use a left guard, but he could get by with that guy. I think he'll be set on some linebackers in the first few rounds.
Yeah, I agree. Maybe some depth at corner.
All right.
He could get a linebacker that can play defensive end also, like a Fowler type. He could switch.
All right, let's look at the Packers. The Packers made a controversial trade today, giving up their first round pick for Mr. Devontae Parker, who I didn't think was worth the first, but beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and the Packers were not going to make the draft, so he got a known quantity for that pick. Quarterback Aaron Rodgers. The quarterbacks are lasting longer in the game, and you look at his ratings, he's still really good. So he's got a few more years in him. Montgomery he uses at running back. I think Montgomery really had a good year running at running back, so I think he's fine with him there for a while. Of course, we talked about getting Parker, and he's got him to go with Adams and Cobb, so he's got 3 really good receivers there. Just needs some depth behind them. Tight end, I don't know if Bennett's the starter or not. Safarian Jenkins is the better physical player in terms of talent. We'll see. Offensive line, left tackle's really good. He signed Jokel in free agency, paid him a lot of money at right guard. Defense, I think this is where the Packers need some help. Definitely need some depth at the D-line. Matthews is getting older. Middle linebackers are okay. Perry's a good player. Needs some help at corner. And Clinton Dixon's free safety is good, but definitely needs help at strong safety. What do you guys think?
I say, on defense, he needs to go probably linebacker. His safeties look decent. I'd also corner. Well, he's got some speed, but I'd still, I don't know, he could go corner, but I see the linebackers, he's got Perry looks good, but see, Ryan don't look too bad. He's 81 overall. I mean, Clay Matthews getting up there and his speed's dropped to 81. I don't know if I could trust that, but let's see here. Defensive end, yeah, he needs some help. I'd move Adams. Adams the Auburn guy. He normally defensive tackle.
Mm-hmm.
I'd move him to defensive tackle and draft me at the left end if it was me, but it's not me. That's about all I see. I mean, tight end, he's got, like you said, he's got Jenkins there that's younger, that he might be starting over Bennett.
Mm-hmm.
So he could get by with that for sure because he's fast. And then he shored up his offensive line with Jokel. So, what do you think, Cody?
I'm gonna say depth at receiver, and definitely needs to find a replacement for Matthews. He's getting old.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is he using Martinez up the middle?
I I would assume he's playing a 3-4, so he might be the second guy.
Mm-hmm.
He could probably use some depth at corner too, even though they're all young and pretty fast.
And I would have said receiver because knowing how, he likes receivers, but he got Parker. And he still might have some depth there later.
All right, so let's go to the Panthers, who have been upheaved. It's the best way I could put it. They are picking. They don't have a first-round pick. Their first pick will be in the second round. Talked to him today about Cam Newton. He's going to give Cam Newton one more shot, which is smart because I think he's a very good player. McCaffrey's going to run the show at running back. He's really good. Receiver, he had put Benjamin out there for trade. Obviously, no one's bitten on it just yet. Really like Samuel. I know he likes Schuster a good bit, but behind him are just some random guys. I think he needs some help there. Olsen's still holding on at tight end. He needs help behind him, though. Offensive line, Deion Dawkins, I got him in a trade. He traded me Trey Turner, so he's moved him to left tackle. Some of these other guys, Norwell's not bad. They're decent up front. D-line, it's like he's put short at DN. Let's be going to a 3-4, I hope. Doing that.
Yeah.
Definitely needs D tackle. Luke and Thompson both in the middle. That has to be a 3-4. Then he's got Hill there to speed outside backer. Corners, they're young, so they can grow into those roles a little bit. And then I think he needs help at free safety. And then, of course, he got Carl Joseph from you, Jeff, at strong safety.
Mm-hmm. To be set with him.
Well, what do you guys think about the rest of that?
I agree that he needs a defensive tackle. If he's running a 3-4, he needs a stronger defensive tackle. Got to anchor that line. Because we're moving short out defensive end. And you always need to give Cam a chance. Let's see, and he's got young left tackle. Offensive line, I mean, he could get a guy right guard or something, or right tackle. But at least Moton's got 87 strength. But that Tobin guy, right guard, he's got 79 strength. So that just wouldn't cut it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. New right guard for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to take a quarterback if there's one available.
In the second round, 37, could be. Is he going to be good? I don't know. I think one of the 4 to 5 draftables will be there. So if he does, more power to him. But I think Cam should be the franchise, and I made the comment the other day that this was a good team, and of course I'm a homer, and I hate to see him kind of dismantled that way, but hopefully the key pieces will still be there, and he can build them back up.
I mean, if he don't want Cam, he can always send him to Atlanta. I can try to work with him. We get along. Well, I'll work with him.
I think he will be looking for a receiver too, though.
Yeah, I do agree. When he was trying to trade KB, Samuel, I don't think is going anywhere, but you need some help if you're going to trade him for sure. Patriots, they had a good start to the year, and they kind of faded down the stretch. They don't have the first round pick. That went into the Dalvin Cook trade with Minnesota, I believe. And old man Tom Brady's still hanging around at 41. The stats are still awesome.
It's still a monster.
Yeah, it's unbelievable, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't get it. If Matt Ryan was that age, he'd be It'd have a 69 arm strength. I don't understand.
And then the Patriots have like 900 tailbacks on their roster.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
But Dalvin Cook is the clear starter here, obviously. Cook's at receivers really good. He signed a none-one free agency. He put Hogan and Mitchell on the block for trades. Obviously, no one's bitten on that just yet. And then 5 tight ends. Good gracious. And both the Gronkowski brothers on the roster. Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
Brotherly love. Offensive line, Solder's not bad. Mason is really good at right guard. Not bad offensive line wise. D-line could use some help at the end position. Needs more D tackles. Outside backer needs some attention. Corners are really good with Butler and Gilmore. Just some depth behind them. I know he's developing Jonathan Jones, another Auburn guy.
Yep.
McCourty and Harm will need some strong safety help. What do you guys think?
Jonathan Jones, shout out to him. He played football 7 miles from here. So
Oh,
where I
okay.
live.
Nice.
Hilton High School. So he's a good guy. I'm glad he's developing him.
I'm gonna say he's gonna need a left outside linebacker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and a strong safety. Maybe.
Yeah, when I played
maybe.
him... Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say maybe both safeties really.
Yeah,
Well,
McCourty's
McCourty-
getting up there.
Yeah, he's losing.
When I played him the first time, he played totally different than he did last Madden, and it kind of threw us off guard. He was really aggressive on defense, and I think at safety he's gonna have to get some guys that can play man coverage also for the way he likes to play. Second time around, we ate him out, spread him out when he came with the blitz. We were able to pick him apart in the passing game. So I think that should be his focus there.
And he's a very sim player.
Yes.
You know, shout out to
yes.
that.
Yes.
I like
Definitely appreciate it. For sure. And a very, very good guy too.
that. Yes, he is. Very.
I can't say that for everybody in here. That's a joke. It's a joke. Don't take it personal.
Tristan.
Oh, jeez.
Just kidding, Tristan.
The Oakland Raiders. That was my best impression of Berman. They just missed the playoffs, and they got the 20th pick in the first round. Of course, Derek Carr's a franchise at quarterback. Coleman and Lynch, he's happy with those guys. He runs the ball pretty well with them. Receiving, Cooper, of course, is really good. Could use some help behind him. Cook at tight end is still good for a little while, but you're going to need somebody there. He lost Penn in free agency. This is where Penn came from, so he needs a tackle. But the rest of those guys are pretty good. He signed Wood in free agency, who was my old right tackle, and he sucked. So he's going to be disappointed with him. He got Averill in a trade from the Seahawks for a second-round pick. It's a stopgap for a couple years. You're going to need another DN, too. Definitely need some D tackles. Khalil Mack's a beast. Irvin won a couple of awards. I need to get his upgrade information, which he still hadn't told me. Smith is on the downside. Emerson and Conley, I think, will be good for a couple years, though. Allen, he signed a free agency at free safety. And the strong safety, Obi, is a beast. That's why he traded Joseph. What do you guys think?
I think he needs defensive tackles to help those linebackers out.
Mm-hmm. Big time.
Mm-hmm. He's got all those talented Mack and all them. They're going to be, if they don't get them, they're not going to show up for training camp. So they better get a defensive tackle. They don't want their jersey that dirty.
Right.
Yeah,
And then, like you said, April.
I'm thinking he's going to go receiver for sure. Because Cooper's contract's coming up, ain't it?
I don't know.
I'm
not sure.
I'm not saying he ain't going to re-sign him, but with Crabtree getting up there, 30 years old, Patterson's.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you can depend on Patterson necessarily. I think that's a good call.
Yeah, wide receiver and defensive tackle.
There you go.
And which, like you said, there ain't no tight ends in this draft, but he'll definitely need a new tight end pretty soon too.
Mm-hmm. And there's good D tackles in free agency. You know, everyone seems like they have pretty decent D tackles, so I'm surprised he hadn't put a bid out on one. Maybe he has. I hadn't looked in a while. All right, L.A. Rams. They have the 6th pick in the first round after a tough season. You look at the roster a little bit. Goff at quarterback, of course, is not rated very high. 6, you can get a quarterback. Don't know if that's what he's thinking. Gurley, of course, is a beast. I like Watkins and Austin at receiver. Woods is all right. I think you need another guy here, though, to go with those two. He's got a young tight end in Everett, who looks like he's developing okay. And, oh, my God, he need a left tackle bad. Yeah, offensive line overall. D-end. He's got Donald at D-end. He must be playing 3-4.
He needs to trade Donald to me.
Linebackers, he could use some help there. He's got Quinn at outside backer, so he's playing 3-4. Corners, he's got a ton of them, but quantity does not equal quality. He needs some help there. Free safety's all right, and strong safety's all right. So what do you guys think?
Rams definitely need O-line. I got them in another league, and their O-line is trash.
O-line and corner. I'll say corner and O-line, too.
You like Goff, Cody?
You know, I'm playing better with him than I am Mariota.
Oh, my goodness.
It's crazy. It's in Lee's league. I'm playing great with him. I don't know what it is.
Wow.
Maybe it's just all the assholes in here are so much
better. I don't know. That's him. You know, Scooby did with Dobbs. You know, maybe we all need to get.
Everyone goes rookie quarterbacks.
And Brad Kyle,
Yeah, I know. Believe me, I know. All right, Baltimore Ravens. They have the 2nd pick in the draft, and Trey's been really quiet. When he's been this high in the past, he's gone quarterback. Now, we did make a trade, and he's been playing Nathan Peterman at quarterback. Now, he didn't pay a lot for him, so he's not tied to him for the future for sure. So this could be a place where they go. You could see the first quarterback go there. He's put Terrence West on the block. He told me to pass that on. You could take a running back too. I wouldn't take him at number 2, but hell, you can take one.
That's a good one.
Yeah, receiver. He could use one of those. He could use a tight end.
Yeah.
The offensive line, Yanda's good, but he's old. They could use help there. D-line, they could use help there. 1 D tackle, needs some depth. Linebackers, Mosley's a beast, my goodness. But besides that, needs some help there. Corners, he's got Young and Humphrey are pretty decent young corners, but Smith's starting to get up there in age. Weddle is rated high but slow as molasses. And Jefferson's the same way. 283 speed safeties. Good gracious. All right, what do you think, guys?
He needs some help.
Yeah.
A lot of positions. He could go. I would go best player available if I was him, just because of the some of the holes he's got here with the safeties, which you can get them in later rounds. But he's got those 2 young corners, so he's good there. I mean, for what and then Jimmy another year. Suggs, he's bound to retire soon, and so is Yanda on the offensive line. So, yeah, the best player available would be my opinion.
Well, at number 2, there's going to be a lot of them. We got a feeling who number 1 is, so you got pretty much your pick of whatever you want. What do you think, Cody?
I kind of think he's going to go quarterback first, but I don't know. It's hard to tell. He might go receiver too, because
there's no dominant receiver there, and he's got a 30-year-old, 32-year-old, and he's got Chad Williams. He's only 74, but he's young. But the receivers, nobody stands out.
If I was him, I think I would go receiver. Just my opinion. I don't know if there's a clear-cut guy at number 2, but you got to have that impact guy that makes a defense say, shit, I got to watch out for this guy. Right. He doesn't have that right now. He doesn't have that on offense, period. So I agree. I think you can go with a playmaker.
And I would definitely. And if not, I would have to get a running back too, eventually.
Yeah. And if not that, I would go like what Cody said with a quarterback, because Flacco's probably making $25 million a year, and he'd probably, if he's on the last year of his deal, he'd probably want to let go of, get rid of him as quick as possible, and get a young guy in there while this XP is where it's at. So he might do that too. But receiver, he does need some playmakers, because with Macklin, he's just not what he used to be. 86 acceleration.
All right, so let's look at the Redskins. Hopefully a little better situation.
Yeah.
They've got the 14th pick in the first round, and Ragjob's been really busy in free agency with some different signings. Quarterback, I know he likes Kirk Cousins. He is a Redskins fan, so I think he's going to be locked in for a little while. He did trade for DeMarco Murray from you, Cody.
Yeah.
And I think Murray had a couple big games for him.
He's regressing already, though.
Oh, yeah, he's 30.
Yeah.
Yep. What did you get for him?
Though. Damn, what did I get for him? Hell, I can't remember now.
Did he rape you that bad?
No. I really don't remember. Let's see. Did I get a pick from him? I got a third and Preston Brown. No, was it Preston Brown?
It should be me that I couldn't remember on a trade, not you, Cody.
Preston Smith. A third and Preston Smith.
Okay. It's not bad.
No, not bad at all.
So he's been signing old receivers in free agency. He signed Jordy Nelson and Alshon Jeffrey, so he's going with all the possession guys, I guess. But he's got Crowder and Pryor there too. So, and then Doxson on top of that. So I don't know why he signed these old guys, but whatever. Jordan Reed at tight end. I don't know. AARP program, I guess. Government assistance right there in D.C.
Beep, beep.
Oh, man. Trent Williams is a beast at left tackle. Scherf is good at right guard. Moses is not bad at right tackle. Could use a couple of guards, I think, to help out. D-line wise, Allen is growing. Murphy's not bad. Needs some D tackles badly. I traded him Kyle Williams last year. It was a small trade, and then he retired, so I think I got the better of that one. Linebackers, he needs some depth. Those guys are decent at best. Josh Norman is still all right, but he's getting older. He needs some help at corner. I know he's trying to develop Moreau. He's got really good physical talent. And then Swearinger at strong, 83 speed, but he can hit like a Mack truck. And then Nicholson at strong, good physical talent, but he needs some help there. What do you guys think?
I'd say he's going after DT, whether through trade or draft.
Yeah.
He's only got, what, 2 picks?
Yeah, he's got a first, second, and a 6.
1, 2, 6.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I see him getting a DT and one way or another, and safety. I mean.
Okay. I would say that's fair. There's not many draftable D tackles that high, but this might be the place where one goes and comes off the board. I'm surprised.
He puts his picks out there for a trade to get a good defensive tackle.
Yeah, I'm surprised that he hasn't signed one in free agency yet. But there may be bids out there now.
Must be, because I know him and he likes defensive tackles.
Right. New Orleans Saints did make the playoffs last year. Got out in the first round. They don't have the first. I have the first round pick, but they do have my second. That was a part of that trade with Shaq Lawson also. He told me he wanted a quarterback. There's not one on the roster. So, that may be where you want to go.
I think that sums that up. I think we got this one summed up already.
Yeah, we'll kind of scroll through for the hell of it, but
yeah,
you know, they got some good receivers in Thomas and Snead. Ted Ginn still hanging on. Signed Ladarius Green in free agency, really good speed tight end. Go with Fleener, that's a good tight end combination right there. Offensive line is all right. Actually, it's pretty good. I'm kind of going through it. Of course, he's got Lawson at DN, Cameron Jordan on the other side. D tackles could use some love. Linebacker could use some love.
Fairly. He's got that heart problem.
God. I know he's developing Anzalone at outside backer. Corners, he let Bro go, and then he re-signed them. I guess Lattimore and Williams will be good. I like Lattimore a lot. I think he's going to be really good. Bell's young at free safety, and Vaccaro's still hanging in there at strong. So what do you guys think? Pretty obvious, right?
Yeah, he needs to either trade me Lattimore for Matt Ryan or
Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
Definitely quarterback, obviously.
Yeah. All right, Seahawks, the champs. They did get a second-round pick from Oakland in that Cliff Averill trade. They also have their own at 64. Of course, Russell Wilson's good for a few more years. Rawls and Lacey, I guess he's going to roll with those guys. I think you need a speed guy in there, too. Receiver, these guys are still pretty good, I guess. You might want to get a young guy to develop. Tight end, I think Cody, didn't y'all have a trade worked out for
What? Well, we
Walker?
was going to trade Delaney Walker, yeah, but he was over his cap, so he couldn't
yeah, make some cuts. Offensive line, he needs a right guard.
Yeah, right guard.
Yeah. D-line needs some ends. He needs some ends. D tackle, McDowell's good. Needs some depth behind him. Linebackers are really good. Getting older. Secondary's good, but they're getting older too.
I'd move Houston to left end. This would be the best time.
Yep.
When he's dropping.
Mm-hmm.
So I think, let's see who else linebackers. And he's got Wright and Alexander. So he could fill in the linebackers.
So this is one of those situations. Your window is open, but it's starting to close because these guys' age and salary. So in a year or two, you're going to have to make some tough decisions, if not starting now, on what you're going to do here.
Yep, he is. He's going to
He's in a tough spot with all that.
But he is the champ, so
being a champ's a good spot. You take that ring, it's good to be in a good spot.
Right.
Bad spot. You lose the Super Bowl and be in that spot, it's a problem.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind being there, but
yeah, exactly. Thanks, Ben. No, congratulations, Ben, because he really, he went through it all and he stuck with it, and not very many people do that.
Right.
Give it to Ben.
Right.
Because somebody to lose that much and then to turn it around like this is a real good story.
Oh yeah.
We ought to do a interview with him.
Well, I got some nice things to say on the award show tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll do something nice. Pittsburgh Steelers, the Super Bowl loser. In that situation we just talked about, they got the 31st pick. Of course, they got Josh Dobbs, who is their quarterback. And here's a funny story. Ben Roethlisberger's jersey was the leading jersey seller last season. Sitting on the bench. Amazing.
Yeah, their fans must not be something not right with them.
No, not at all. Le'Veon Bell, of course, is good for a while. Antonio Brown at 30 is starting to get up there. Bryant and Colts behind him. You might want to get some more receivers because those other three are terrible. Jesse James, is he really that good? I guess he is. All right.
Huh. Yeah, I know. Surprised me.
Offensive line is not bad at all. It's actually pretty good. Defensively, needs some help on the D line. Dupree at linebacker's good. Shazier's good. TJ Watt's good. Just needs some depth. Corners, old man Hayden and old man Gay. Good gracious, got an old man combo up there. Cockrell and Burns are not bad. They may actually be the starters. Those other two may be depth. Mitchell won an award last year, even at 32, still getting it done. And then Davis at strong safety's developing. So what do you guys think?
He needs to get a kicker.
I think he's going to need some depth at the O-line that he can start developing because they are getting old.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm thinking also maybe it might be time to think about, Antonio Brown's future. I don't know how his salary is, his cap is, but I know he got injured in the Super Bowl and maybe had some more injuries with receivers during the season.
Oh, okay.
But he got injured, what was it, first quarter maybe, Super Bowl? Or was it second quarter? But, yeah, he could go there too. His offensive line, great. Yeah, he looks pretty good everywhere else. I mean, defensive tackle, he's an upgrade there because even in the game I saw he was playing the Seahawks. I don't know how the Seahawks line got so good, but anyway, they were splitting up through the middle, the D line, and if he was using Shazier, and if he couldn't stop him, the defensive line wasn't going to stop the runner. So he needs some help stopping the run if he's going to use Shazier like that. And that would be if I was good as him at doing that. That's what I'd do. I'd patch that defensive line spot right there where nobody could run on me, and I could play my user skills back there running around.
Good. All right, 3 more. We're almost done. Houston Texans. They have the they have like the seventh round pick.
Ooh.
So what they got is what they got. Deshaun Watson is the future, or the future is now, I should say. Miller's got a couple more years at running back. Hopkins is pretty good with Fuller. He signed Roberts in free agency. I think you need a little more help there. Fedorowicz at tight end's all right. You could use an upgrade. Offensive line is old. He signed some veterans in free agency just to get by, I guess.
Yeah.
Of course, J.J. Watt's a beast. Clowney's a beast, but nobody behind him. He needs some depth. D-tackle could be upgraded. Linebackers, right outside backer, you need help. Corners could be upgraded. And then your safeties, they're okay. What do you guys think?
Well, he don't have a kicker. And he's got a 7th round pick.
These damn kickers.
Who would be there at the 7th round?
Well, you would have a kicker, so that's probably what the CPU is going to take.
Yeah, that or, backup quarterback. Somebody to back up Watson. Unless he's bidding on somebody,
Yeah, he does have a number of bids out there.
Yeah, the only thing I can see, besides O-line getting old, is, having some depth at left end for Watt. And he needs to get rid of Clowney.
Cool. All right. Cody, it's your show, man. Go for it.
I need a whole new team. No, of course, Mariota. Besides all the picks I threw, he's still solid. Henry, I'd like for him to do better, but he's not bad. Just that speed back Muhammad. It seemed like even though he's 65 overall, I was breaking all kinds of tackles with him.
Wow.
Receiver, I'm grade A at right now. I think Corey Davis is a monster, even though I didn't get to target him that much. Taylor, he was great at the number 2 spot, even though I put Sharp in the number 2 spot for a while. But, after my season was shot, I was trying to develop with Davis and Taylor more. Noah Brown, I still think he's a sleeper. I can get him, if I can get his route running up, he's going to be a monster. Tight end, I'm set at. Jonnu Smith is a beast. I definitely need, I'd say a right guard. Even though Levin's not bad, I'd like to get some depth there. And obviously, I just signed Ely. Yeah, I need a center. Traded Ben Jones. And I picked up Hicks and Ely at end, so we'll see how that goes. I wanted to draft one, but it doesn't seem like there's a whole lot of depth there. And then Davison, I got him in free agency at the beginning of last year, and he's done all right, but I do need another fat guy up front.
Where's Terrence Cody when you need him?
Yeah.
I know, right?
I wouldn't mind to get an outside linebacker, even though I like Dodd and Wallace. But Morgan's getting old. So I don't know where I'm going to put Wallace yet. I don't know if I want to start Dodd and put Wallace on left outside, or if I want to move him to middle, because I didn't see a whole lot of middle linebackers in the draft neither. Or I could just leave Preston Smith there. Corner, I'm pretty good at. That's really about it. I like my safeties. I might need to get another strong safety sooner or later.
You play a 3-4.
Yeah. Cyprian's done me good though, and Bayard, I'm still trying to progress him. It's really about it. I got all kinds of picks, so hopefully I can fill some good needs, get some depth, develop some guys.
I don't see too many holes.
I know I should be a lot better than I am, but
center, of course, and your right guard's young, but center and
there's a couple guards in the draft that I've got my eye on though.
Yeah, I think overall the O-line is a strong point in this draft. There's a lot of depth there. And I think the game, at least I hope the game realized that our O-line suck, and they're going to give us some help.
Well, we need it.
All right, and last one, but not least, are the Vikings, who made it to the NFC Championship game last year. And the Vikings have a whopping 4 first-round picks, 15, 16, 26, and 29. 15 from the Patriots, 16 from the Falcons, Mr. Jeff, 26 from the Jags, and 29 is their own. So if I was them, I would have combined some of these picks to move up, man, and get a top pick, to be honest with you.
And probably get a quarterback.
Right. But he re-signed Sam Bradford after letting him go. He's not bad, but he's not the franchise. Of course, he traded Cook, and his philosophy about running backs is he can take almost anyone and make them pretty good. So I assume Murray's the guy here. Or Grant. He's been using Corey Grant. Yeah.
Yeah, he's been using him.
That's right. Receiver, Diggs, of course, is really good. Treadwell, I like him too. Probably some more guys behind those two. Rudolph at tight end's good for a few more years. Hodges looks like he can be something with his speed and acceleration. Needs a left tackle. Offensive line altogether could use an upgrade. God, Mike Remmers, that gives me flashbacks in Carolina. God, he is so terrible.
Gives me flashbacks even.
How is his run blocking 85? That's a lie.
Yeah, it is.
Pass
he should be the
blocking's
guy
right.
that was 45 overall.
Oh, jeez. Hunter's a beast at DN. Griffin's pretty good. D tackles are good, just need some depth. Barr's really good. Kendricks is alright in the middle, and then Brothers. And I think he's playing one of those other guys on the right side. Wayne's at corner, of course, is a good player. Needs some more there. Smith at free safety, still good for a couple, maybe 2 years. And then he's got Tacho. I don't know how to say that. And I feel bad because he's from Charlotte. He played at Independence High School. But he's got him at strong safety. All right, guys, what do you think? 4 first-round picks here. You can go a lot of ways to fill these holes.
I mean, Harrison Smith's 98 overall, but 85 speed, But that's later on. He's got so many picks, he can go everywhere. He needs to go quarterback.
Right.
I think. Wide receiver, might as well. He's got so many picks. Throw a wide receiver in there with a mix with Diggs. A tight end maybe. Members needs to hit the road, so I'd definitely draft me a right tackle or left tackle somewhere, something to replace him.
So in those first 4 picks, I'm thinking quarterback. I'm thinking offensive line. I'm thinking if there's a corner there, maybe a corner, and then the best D lineman available. What do you think, Cody?
Yeah, I agree. He needs a quarterback. He done work with, from what I've seen, he's done work with his halfback, so he's fine there. Cornerback, he needs some depth, and definitely O-line. He needs some O-line help.
And like Matt said,
especially that weak side.
Defensive line, Griffin, he's regressing. He's handicapped almost. And Joseph, he's getting up there, defensive tackle. But yeah, these linebackers. I don't know how many. Barr and Kendricks, are good. But it wouldn't hurt. He's got so many picks. He could, best player available there. With the linebackers or defensive end or.
All right. Well, that was the pre-draft roundtable. Thank you, Jeff and Cody, for participating and sharing all your knowledge.
Thank you, Coach.
Oh, no problem, man. This was a good time. And free agency will be advancing soon, and then we'll be in the scouting only stage, and everybody will evaluate what you got.
Ready.
Yep, get your draft boards ready if you can't make it. Hopefully everyone will be there. I know a couple guys won't. Please let me know if you don't make it. In the first round, we let the time go for everybody because we don't know who's there or not. If you don't pick in the first round, I'm going to skip you unless you tell me that you're going to be there. And then we'll go over all the draft stuff tomorrow, of course. Also, tomorrow, the Owners Award show will be posted. I won't do it live because I'll never make it through it without making an ass of myself. But that will be posted before the draft. So, and it'll be a good time. But thanks again, guys. We appreciate it, and we'll be advancing here in a few minutes.
Yes, sir.
All right. We'll see you later, Coach.
All right. Thanks, guys.
All right.